Hi everyone. So today I just kind of wanted to, take a talk with you guys and just really get to open up to you guys about this. Um and just talk about it a lot more cuz I know a lot of you guys have seen the first one that I'm about to mention because obviously I have only half of both my eyebrows. Um So I want to talk about what it's like living with TTM, also known as the bigger word. I actually have it up here. I actually planned the reason why there's this over here is because I typed in the word so it can actually say it because I don't even know how to say it yet. If it wants.
Trichotillomania.
Are you gonna play again?
Trichotillomania.
Okay, you heard the computer. I'm not gonna even try to repeat it. That is where you pull out hair. It is a mental disorder where it's repeated and it's very uncountable and it's uncontrollable, where you just pull out hair. Now this is more. It's not really known. They actually gave about they actually gave a little bit of information about it here. So it actually says that there is fewer than 200,000 cases per year in the US. And it's common throughout 10-year-olds to 13-year-olds, but it can also reach on from there. I started sometime in my 7th grade year, so I was around 13 probably when I started. I tend to pull out my hair a lot, and it is a struggle that I face on a daily basis. It is not easy because you have to find ways to work around it, and it's not easy getting all the stares in public like, oh my god, what is wrong with your eyebrows? Why are your eyebrows like that? It's not easy, and I've been dealing with that kind of criticism for a long time. It's funny because now there's a little bit of a sort of trend, I guess you could say, where you actually have only this part of the eyebrow and then the rest is gone because they shave it off. I don't particularly like that trend because I would do anything to be able to stop picking at my hair again and kind of get that under control. Now, for me, it actually started manifesting due to my anxiety. I have extremely high anxiety. My medicine doctor, he is still kind of in the medicine trial phase with me, and it's been like that for a while because it is my anxiety is extremely uncontrollable. I work every day with it, and I try finding ways around my anxiety. It is extremely hard. So, TTM can also be known as a hair pulling disorder, which I'm going to be referring to it as that from now on because I just don't know how to actually pronounce the real word. I actually didn't even know I had this until a friend I knew I've known since I was really young kind of opened up about him having it. When he opened up about it, that's when I realized, wait, what is that? And he talked to me about it, and with that, I went researching and, I kind of talked to my therapist, my medicine doctor. And at the end of that, at the end of the week, we concluded that I did have it. And I've had it for a little while. We don't know how to try and help me control it. I don't know how to help control it. The only way we actually think of is false nails. I actually had to take my nails off, and I painted them. Today, this finger decided to just. So, also, if you see me messing with this, it's just because I am having the urge to try and pull and pick at my skin, but I'm not gonna do it. No on camera, at least. It is really hard struggling with that, and it is a fight that I have to do on a daily basis. I don't like that I have it. Almost everyone that actually suffers from this disorder, they don't like it, because we lose something that we as a society gathered as normal. We lose our hair because we cannot stop picking. There are 3 places where it is most common. Well, actually, I guess it would be 2. It is most common on the face and the head of hair. I have not done to the head of hair at all. Not in a while. There were times when I was like really young, maybe elementary, 2nd grade, where like I would pick at my hair time to time, but like it was never bad. It was never noticeable. Like, like those like little twirly things like where you do with your hair and then like you just kind of tuck it like that. That's what I would do, and sometimes I'd rip my hair out. So I do have a past kind of thing with that. It is really hard dealing with it, and I'm still fighting with it. I am trying my hardest to get there to where I can actually just not be able to have to draw on my eyebrows. I don't like drawing on my eyebrows because I can never get the same shape as before, which is extremely agitating because that's when people catch on. They're like, why do your eyebrows change so much? And it is devastating trying to explain to them that you have a disorder that they might never have even heard of, so they might think you're making it up. But it is actually something that can medically be diagnosed, but it's it's extremely rare when it's medically diagnosed because you can tell right off the bat when someone has it. I wasn't necessarily medically diagnosed with it, but the only reason I actually do say it is kind of like a medical diagnosis is because it does have something to do with mental states and mental health. But before even like fully claiming and saying it, I did talk to a higher up about it, someone who's more medically professionalized. Like I talked to my therapist and I talked to my medicine doctor. Now, the other thing I would like to talk to you about, I don't know if it'll actually say it for me. You know what? We're gonna just go to Google Translate and see if we can get it in there. Because I really want to actually hear how it's pronounced. Because I don't know how this one's pronounced either. Alright, so... No! Okay, there we go.
Dermatillomania.
There we go.
Dermatillomania.
There. So we had it twice. That is where it can also be known as SPD. Now, this one is more likely to be on face. It's actually mainly just for the face. Obviously because it has derma, which is signifying to dermatologists, because dermatologists mainly work on the face. They also do other body parts, but they mainly do work on the face. I have obsessive picking at my skin on the face. Like right here. Like after I get done with my hair pulling, my hair pulling disorder, I will just start like rubbing and ripping the skin. The most common areas for me to do this is right here. Here, I actually just did this not even a few hours ago. Here, my nose, and here. So it is extremely common for me to have a lot of sores on my face. Once again, I don't like having it. I don't think anyone who has it likes having it because it is a pain in the ass. Literally, one small little thing on your face will send you through the roof and you will just start going at it. Like, you'll go out your skin. Mostly, the worst part is for me, I'm not sure how it works for a lot of other people because it can manifest in different ways. For me, it is hard for me to stop when I get into it. The times I will actually stop is when I feel a strike of pain or I am dripping blood, which is not good, but I have managed to get past the dripping blood point, so I no longer do it to where the blood drips like before, but I do it till I feel a strike of pain. Sometimes there is a little blood, but it's not just like it used to. I would say this is an extremely hard disorder to deal with. It is awful. And it's hard for makeup to cover the sores sometimes. Especially around the lip area. Like if you overline your lips a little like I do sometimes, it will like my favorite lip color is this color right here. It'll sometimes like blend in with that and it'll make it look like you just and you miss a spot, which is so aggravating. I kid you not. But yeah, SPD, well, we'll just call it derma for right now. Derma is more based on the face, and I do technically say I do have SPD because I also pick at my skin on my hands and my feet. It's less common for me to pick at my feet, but it is more common for me to pick at my hands. Like, mainly like around like the fingernail area is where I'll start picking, and I'll just keep pulling and pulling and biting until there is literally raw skin, and it hurts so bad. But I can't do anything about it because it is my fingers, and I use my fingers on a daily basis. So yeah. Now I'll refer to it as SPD because I technically pick at my body and my face. Living with HPD and SPD is honestly probably the worst thing in the world. Well, not the worst thing, but you get my gist. My SPD started the same way my HPD did, based on my severe anxiety. It started off as a nervous titch, and it still is technically classified as a nervous titch because it happens when I'm nervous, when I feel extremely anxious, when I'm in a very uncomfortable situation. So technically it is still classified as a nervous titch. But sometimes it can just be classified, it can't be classified as a nervous titch because sometimes I'll just do it when I feel fine because it became such a habit. I'm trying to break that habit. It is really hard. dealing with these because, you know, you feel really different and you feel like an outcast from everyone because it's not common to see your everyday kid just with HPD or SPD pulling their skin and their hair in the middle of class. It's not that common. It's not common to see that. So, you know, when people actually do have it, it is extremely outcasting to you. And it hurts really bad because you're just like, why can't I just stop doing it? I have actually had a lot of mental breakdowns because of this. Because I will look at myself in the mirror and I'm just like, why can't you stop doing it? Why can't you just stop picking and stop letting your anxiety overcome you? But the thing is, it is really not my fault. I did not ask for my anxiety. I did not ask for my SPD or my HPD. I didn't ask for it. I didn't want it, and I did my best to avoid it while I could. So technically what is happening right now is not my fault. It is part of my fault for sometimes knowing that I'm doing it and not trying to stop myself. But most of the time, I don't even realize I'm doing it anymore. Because when I instantly get anxious or scared, my instant go-to is, oh, do this and that. Which it just became an automatic instinct, an automatic reaction towards my anxiety, my fear, my sadness. It became an automatic reaction. And, you know, it is really hard to deal with this, especially when you feel like you're on your own with it. And, you know, it's hard to explain to people why you don't have eyebrows or why your skin is always open and sore. Like, it is really hard to explain to people. And like, if people want to see your hand and they're like, oh, what did you do? It's like so hard to say, oh, it's no normal thing for me, because they're gonna be like, why is it normal? Are you self-harming? This and that. And no, what I do is not classified as self-harm. It is a mental disorder. It is mental disorders that I deal with and work on with a therapist. So don't even try to say it's self-harm, because I know what self-harm is, and I think we all do. So what I do is not classified as self-harm. But dealing with this is extremely hard because, you know, sometimes when you really want to put on makeup, you have sores on your face that make it such a pain in the ass to try and put on foundation, contour. What else do you like to put on your face with makeup? And, you know, especially when you do like your skin cleaning routine, and, you know, it will sting, it will burn, it will hurt so bad. But you just gotta keep pushing through it. Every time I do manage to open a sore, though, I do treat it properly with Neosporin, rubbing alcohol, you know, the proper things that you do need, and then I'll put like a special thing my dermatologist gave me to try and help heal the wounds faster. It's a lot better than Neosporin. It is specifically, you have to get it prescribed by a dermatologist or a doctor. I don't know if it's just limited to dermatologists, but I think it can also be referred to for doctors, just doctors in general. But it really depends on how severe the doctor sees it. When I did go to my dermatologist, it was like a checkup for something, and, you know, she noticed like I had like all these open sores on my face. I had 2 open sores here, open sores here. I had an open sore around like right here and here. And she saw it as bad because my I go in to like for skincare tips and stuff because I have awful acne and blackheads. And it was concerning to her because it would really hurt me to do if I did just like my normal skincare routine, carried on through my day with it. And you know, especially with like how COVID is now. COVID is now taken into 2 more strands, and, you know, my mom is a paranoid clean freak. She cleans the house 24/7, but it's just her thing. We help out with it. And so like whenever, and she's been really scared because of COVID and how like everything is, because it like keeps mutating and mutating and mutating and getting worse, and she's scared that because if I walk out the house with an open sore and I'm near someone who might actually contain COVID, that something could happen to the sore. And like that's her biggest fear. Granted, yes, there is most likely a huge possibility that it would never happen because it is an immune system thing. But it's just something a mom would worry about. But yeah, this is kind of me opening up to you guys about it because I want you guys to be in touch with me and, kind of feel the gist of my life, my style, how I feel inside. Like I kind of want you guys to have that connection with me, and I don't want that connection to be lost at all, nor will I ever want that connection to be lost. So this was just my way of kind of telling you guys about it and making you guys aware that if you do see people with that kind of situation, don't make fun of them. Because it is something we have never asked for, and it is something we will never ask for, ever. I can tell you one thing, if you suffered from it right now, you would understand how much of a pain in the ass it is, and you would really want it to go. But it doesn't go away overnight. I've been dealing with them both since like my 7th grade year. I'm in 9th grade now, so it's been a while, and it is painful. It is extremely painful because people just judge you off of everything, and society has these normal standards that we set up, so it's like if you're one bit different, you're gonna get attacked at all. It doesn't matter what you do, it doesn't matter who you are, it doesn't matter whether you're a superstar or not, you're gonna get attacked for it. And I find that really unfair. But you know what? I'm not going to go into how society is, because society is really cruel, and we can save that for another day, and we can save that for another topic, on my little talks. But I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I really hope that you guys are managing to stay well kept during COVID, staying safe, taking all the precautions, because it is extremely bad, and it is getting worse. I really hope you guys are managing to stay safe, do well on online school or in-person school. If you are in person, I don't know, because certain areas like this, where I moved, we were supposed to be going back in person this week, but it got pushed off, so we're supposed to be going back in person next week. So, I know back at home in Maryland, Charles County, that they're not supposed to be going back to school till March or something. So yeah, please be careful with that, guys. I love you all so much, and if you feel like you ever need to talk to me about something, please just comment or on like one of my other videos, or just ask someone that I may know, like a mutual, and like ask them for like my Snapchat or my Instagram or my number or my TikTok or Twitter or something. I would be more than happy to help you guys, and I would be more than happy to talk with you. I love you guys so much. Have an amazing day or night wherever you are and whatever time this is and whatever time it gets uploaded at. Alright, bye.